Now, this question I got is for the truthers out there, y'all so-called truthers out there. How long it take you to spot a hoax? How long does it take you to know when shit is real or is it a hoax? Think about that for a minute, because as soon as I see this story right here, 4 or 5 minutes in, I know that it's fake. You understand? This so-called shooting went on in some kind of baseball game or baseball practice with these congressmen. Steve Scalise got shot, so-called got shot. You see this guy right here, so-called witness. And you go see that he got that 66 on his hat. Maybe listen to it for a minute. Let's go.
Got some protection, but there was nothing I can do. I was pretty much just helpless and pretty pissed off that I was helpless. So I got my phone out. I was like, well, at least let me record it. Maybe there'll be some information that can be used. And so I got like 5.5 minutes of video of, I didn't see the shooter, but I saw the police shooting back at the shooter. And
okay, so you didn't see the shooter, where you seen the police shooting back at the shooter. You can't say it like that. If you didn't see the shooter, you just see the damn police shooting. You didn't see them shooting back at nobody. Okay? Let's go.
Hopefully the police have my phone, so hopefully they can get something worthwhile from it. Yeah, talk to me about...
So he's saying that he got a little video on his phone, so he gave his phone to the police. Who does that? All you have to do is send them the damn video, that's all. You're not gonna give them your whole phone, standing there like a dummy with no phone. Or you go call your peoples. You're just involved in this so-called shooting, you give the damn police your phone. That's just bullshit.
You also said you had a view of the ball field at that point. You're looking in there and you can see what we assume may have been Congressman Scalise at that point lying down. And the reaction, what happened with him immediately after? Yeah, so he was laying on the field and then his buddy...
So let's note this, right? So he got shot on the field. He got shot on the field. Okay.
You were saying, don't move. It was almost like out of a movie with like, like a sniper saying, don't move.
Something out of a movie, huh? Okay. Let's play it again.
With him immediately after. Yeah, so he was laying on the field, and then his buddies were saying, don't move. It was almost like out of a movie with like, like a sniper saying, don't move or he's going to shoot you again. They were just saying, don't move. And then...
That's the vision you got in your head, or that's the shit you practice to say, right? That's what you rehearse? That's what it sounds like to me. In these damn hoaxes, you get the same dummies that they interview, okay?
As soon as all the firing stopped, I'm guessing the whole thing maybe it was like 8-9 minutes. So after all the firing stopped, then his buddies ran out to him to try.
So 8-9 minutes worth of gunfire. That's what he experienced right there. 8 minutes worth of gunfire. 8-9 minutes. Continue.
Make sure he was okay. I don't remember how long it took until the ambulance got here, and then they medevaced him out. The moments that you realize this is not fireworks, this isn't something else, this is a definitive...
First of all, he never was saying that it was a fireworks. He never said he thought it was fireworks. So why you ask that question? Now I'm going to tell you something about this guy with the 66 on his hat. Because that 66 represent the damn so-called shooter. You understand? They say that he's 66 years old with a rifle. Okay? This right here is another psyop, and it don't take a long time to fucking see. You understand? This is another government psyop, Republican against Democrat. And if you follow this story right here, you will understand what I'm talking about. Let's continue.
A shooting, and I'm in danger. You said you also saw them trying to get away from the baseball field. Everyone was seeking shelter at that point. Tell me what the people who were on the field, the ball players, were doing. Right, they were running, some of them jumping over the fence and trying to get behind the building. At first, I don't think we realized where the shooter was coming from, so you don't want to like run right into...
At first, we didn't realize where the shooting was coming from, but still, you see the police shooting in the direction, and you said that the police were shooting back at the shooter. If the police were shooting in the direction of you so-called shooting at the shooter, that means you know where the damn shooter is, right? Continue.
Where he was shooting. So soon, I think they realized that he was from, I don't know if it was like the snack bar or the dugout. So they jumped over the fence and they were able to get away. Some jumped into the dog park. There was about 15 of us in the dog park at the time. I was just flat out, just trying to get as flat as I could. And then, you know, it was nice because you could see the police, the Capitol Police shooting back. And then after all the gunfire stopped, then it was like, okay, it's safe to get up. And then we saw them running out to the Congressman.
Talk a little bit more about the Capitol Police, because as you've stated, you see the ball players here, you see the members and their staff playing and practicing all the time here. And you know that there is some level of security by Capitol Police for the members.
I want to know what's going on with this Congress baseball shit. It's nothing but some old man. They are some old people. What they're doing in there playing baseball. This is another garbage right here that they give you. Exactly what it is, okay?
But it's not, it's pretty subtle. It's not overt. So you're not seeing a bunch of officers in uniform standing around. Yet you said they were really quick to react today. Talk about that.
Usually like one or two SUVs and in the suits. So they're not playing ball. But yeah, they were really quick. They were able to contain it. But there's kids here. Some of them brought, I don't know, kids or grandkids, I guess, because they're out of school.
You said there was a pregnant woman in the park.
Yeah, there was a pregnant woman in the park. She's like due in a month.
Of course, there was a pregnant woman in the park. That's right there for your emotion, right there. They always have to have a kid or a pregnant woman. This is a fucking psyop right here with all the symptoms of a fucking hoax, okay?
Luckily, no issues happened there.
And now that you've had a few moments to kind of digest this, give me your thoughts. Look, this is it could have been a Little League game. It could have been anything. So it's terrible regardless of who was a target and why and the fact that people were shot. But now that you've been able to understand some of the reporting and these were members of Congress and their staff that were out here, and if someone intentionally came out with a rifle and was trying to shoot and kill them, give me your reaction.
Pissed off. It's like, but there's mental issues.
That's number one, mental issues. So you already know what happened with the dude, right? That fired the gun. You know that he got mental issues, or you just want to bring that up?
It's a safe neighborhood, family-friendly neighborhood. I'm presuming he came out because he knew the Congressman played baseball here in the morning.
He came out because he know the Congressman played baseball there. So they already assume why he came there and what he came there to do, right? They assume why he came there. They know that he came specially for the Congressman. Right. This is another psyop, and you have to listen for the damn agenda.
So I don't know.
Does everyone in this area know that this is where Congress plays?
Yeah, you don't have people come to watch the game, but people go by and realize, oh, that's the Congressman, because they usually here early. Usually here from like 6:15 to like 7:30. So they're not here all day. They're here pretty early. So if you're not
all these congressmen there with no kind of security. No kind of security that a one man could come there with a rifle. They didn't say what kind of rifle it is as yet. But one man came there with a rifle and start gunning them down, exchanging clips and shooting. They say he got a whole lot of ammunition. This right here is another bullshit for the dumb masses.
Up early, you're not going to notice them.
Last thing, talk again about the heroism of the police officers who were quick to react.
It was great.
I notice in these psyops, they always say the police is great. They respond real fast, the fire people respond fast, the emergency people, and credit to them. Listen, if it's the same damn thing you see in every psyop.
They're here pretty early, so if you're not up early, you're not going to notice them.
Last thing, talk again about the heroism of the police officers who were quick to react.
It was great.
They're there shooting for over 10 minutes, 8, 9, 10 minutes, and the police was great, right? Imagine a man there exchanging clip and keep shooting for a whole 10 minutes. Everybody in there could have been dead already before the damn police came. So don't give me that fucking shit about giving the police credit.
If they wouldn't have been here, we would have just been sitting ducks.
No, Nathan, eyewitness on the scene. I'm here with our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, as well. The real search now, motive.
Absolutely, and so far no determination of motive, and there was no threat. They have a threat matrix. There was no known threat at this point. They weren't looking for anything particular, and they don't yet have a motive. They say they're still searching hard and long for that. And we go back to the shooting 6 years ago of Gabby Giffords.
You hear that? You hear what he just said again? Let me just back it up a little before I comment on that shit right here.
There was no known threat at this point. They weren't looking for anything particular, and they don't yet have a motive. They say they're still searching hard and long for that. And we go back to the shooting 6 years ago of Gabby Giffords.
See? The shooting of Gabby Gifford, another fucking hoax. They always have to shout out the hoax in another hoax. That's how they do it, man. Shout out to a hoax when they're doing another hoax. That's all they do. So that Gabby Gifford shit, that retarded bitch that's on TV tricking you all this time, well, she got shot in the head. That ain't nothing but a bitch that's playing retarded on your ass, tricking the masses. And then you come with another one. Another congressperson got shot. This is another bogus fucking news right here, people.
7 people were killed by a 25-year-old man who was on social media complaining about Congress spending money illegally.
He was online complaining about Congress spending money illegally, and then he showed up and shot them. Shoot Gabby Giffords and all of them. That was a bogus-ass story, and you stupid if you believe it. And this one is too, right here.
He's in prison now. 7 life sentences for killing 7 people. But they'll look for the motive here, but as we've heard, they were clearly targeting a group of people, not one particular congressman.
Okay, Brian Ross.
They was targeting a group of people, one congressman. So the one that they shot, that's the one he was that's the one he was after, right?
Here with Dr. Jen Ashton, we heard some quick action.
Now this is a doctor. Now you go bring in a doctor to give some type of comment on what's going on. A damn doctor. I always come with these fake TV doctors, man.
So here with Dr. Jen Ashton, we heard some quick action there by the Capitol Police. We also know there was quick action by the Congressman Scalise's colleagues, including a former medic who was able to quickly put a tourniquet on Congressman Scalise. We see him there right now. He's in.
All they do is fake this shit on the masses, man. That's all they do, man. This right here
surgery expected to survive.
Right, we're hearing a lot about the use of a tourniquet, George. We're not sure if it was actually applied to the congressman or to the person who suffered a gunshot wound.
First, you have to remember where he got shot. Got shot in the leg. So-called got shot in the leg. So all this trauma kit and all this shit they're bringing in is a waste of fucking time. For a man that's got shot in the leg, he can treat that shit his damn self.
The leg. Typically, tourniquets are used for extremity injuries, and some historical perspective here. In the 80s and 90s, the use of tourniquets in trauma and in the field had actually fallen out of favor. It was thought to do more harm than good. This was something that then evolved into more common practice and came literally from the battlefield, in this case to the baseball field, and there is now a big push.
From the battlefield to the baseball field. This is another hoax. Nobody over there but them. And they perform this bullshit-ass psyop on you.
By the American College of Surgeons that was rolled out as recently as last year to really educate the lay public and first responders in the appropriate and safe use of a tourniquet, because it's really known that in mass casualties like this, unfortunately, which we're seeing more and more, the preventable deaths occur because of hemorrhage. So if people in the field can apply a tourniquet, they can save lives until the first responders get there. We saw this used in the Boston Marathon bombing. It was credited for.
You hear that? They mention another hoax. They always shout out these hoaxes, man.
Can apply a tourniquet, they can save lives until the first responders get there. We saw this used in the Boston Marathon bombing. It was credited for saving many lives there, and then we saw it after the Newtown shooting in Sandy Hook. And
mention another Newtown shooting, Sandy Hook, not a hoax.
It's called the Hartford experience. So this is a major campaign among